Joining me now is Zach Ruffo. Zach became the first ever Speed Bag sponsored athlete at the age of 20. He's also the founder of I Muscle Up and a medicinal cannabis advocate. Welcome to the show, Zach.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
I am doing excellent. How about yourself?
Doing great. I'm so glad you're here. You know, I had the opportunity to interview you on the Relevant app. And one of the things that really impressed me was your positivity. So I thought about you for this show because we're talking about whether positive thinking is medicine. And what are your thoughts about that?
I mean, that's just I think that more people that I try to surround myself with have that same type of aura, I guess, about them is that, I mean, that feeling you get when you make other people smile and you make them have a, a little bit better of a day kind of a thing. I mean, I think that all of us have that ability in us and just trying to spread that to each one of them so that,
Mhm.
it catches like wildfire. So not just, I make you light up and end up having a good night. So the next people that you're going to talk to are just going to have that much more energy because of how much spark that you've all, already have.
Mhm.
And I tell everybody that, I'll never take credit for anything other than being a spark because we all have the fuel inside of us. It's
Mhm.
just a matter of just finding what is going to get that spark. And then all of a sudden, we're lit up, we're talking about it, we're passionate about it. And, I think that especially people in our industry, once we start talking about something that's really passionate for all of us, we all get in that good spirit, good minded,
Right.
everybody wanting to be, happy and positive, nobody
Right.
wants a downer.
Right, for sure, for sure. I think part of it may be also the exercise, right? So,
Oh, for sure.
so yeah. So for you, I see on your Instagram post the fun things you're doing with people, and you just look like you're having a great time.
It's
How does the exercise impact your positive thinking?
you see, and exercise is mine, and I tell people all the time these days that you need to find yours. It might not be the exercise that what I do because I love more extreme body weight
Hmm.
type of exercises that some people might be like, whoa, settle down, dude. I'm not doing a ninja warrior thing or something like that.
Right, right.
And I completely understand. And again, the biggest thing that you want to try to promote is trying to find something that you have a good time and that you do enjoy doing.
So let's talk about where cannabis kind of intersects with this, because we talked about, choosing things that make you happy. And how does cannabis help us to stay positive?
Well, other than it being one of the most beautiful things that you've ever put your eyes on, the whole, and I guess that's again coming from the passion. Every act of cannabis, at least in my life and everything like this, I have a strong passion towards. So, for the average person, I'm not, sure on what it sparks in the beginning, other than wanting to feel better.
Hmm.
Because that's usually what they're searching out for before they've used cannabis. Us cannabis users throughout of our lifetime and everything like this, we're already really familiar. Our endocannabinoid system is already pretty much knows the cannabinoids that we're searching for and everything like this. So for us, that have already established all that, the science that it's opened up, then the things that we get to see now is just, again, it's mind blowing. So for us, it's it's something that we've always thought about. We've always wanted to explore more of, and now it's here. And now we're
Hmm.
like, oh, this is amazing. Because again, it does give us that opportunity to explore what we've always wanted to, but everybody's been like, nah, you're not allowed to go further with this. And so
Hmm.
for again, for us, that have been doing it for so long, I think it's just that opportunity to seize, to seize
Hmm.
the and to be able to educate more people, because it has helped so many of us. It's
Right.
helped more people, than I even knew.
Hmm.
Honest to God, because I didn't know until I got into the industry and got behind the register at a dispensary to see how many people would come in there just suffering. I mean, and
Mhm.
it was honestly really sad that, the state of Florida had to make them jump through hoops to be able to get the relief that they were looking for. I mean,
Right.
again, shame. I
Mhm.
mean, but fast forward after they had been there for a few weeks and like this, that was what brought them to cannabis. That's what they were looking for. They were looking for those smiles again. They were
Mhm.
looking to feel good. I mean, and
Mhm.
even if some of the sickest patients that I'd ever dealt with only had a limited time amount left, they would come in every day smiling. They would come in every day with like this. And we as a society, I feel like, owe it to people that are suffering like that. I mean, not
Mhm.
have to jump through hoops to be able to feel good before it's their time.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that you see the difference in people, working at the dispensary, coming in so ill. And chronic pain itself, even if there's nothing else, can really bring people down. So
Yes.
so what have you got there to show us as part of this discussion?
So the big thing again that we're always learning is that we found out that if you apply heat and pressure to this beautiful flower, that you can end up creating a concentrate.
Mhm.
So again, flower pressed rosin,
So that's a rosin press.
which for me, I promote it a lot because we love the flower so much, and a lot of times we tend not to smoke flower through the day because again we talked before about the carcinogens and about how it kind of makes you just a little bit more lazier, a little bit more where you don't have that oomph to get up and go because again you
Mhm.
get smoke in your lungs. So if we could
Right.
find a more healthy alternative besides eating it, because some people have fast metabolisms. I have a really fast metabolism, so my body metabolizes it before I can even feel anything. So
Wow.
it will
Wow.
not.
I've prayed for that my whole life, Zach.
Yeah, my wife doesn't like me bragging about it or anything like this. And, this
Right.
right here, all we're doing is, and I bought this off Amazon. So I mean, you can buy these things really, really
Isn't that
easily.
amazing?
It
You
is
know?
amazing.
Yeah.
I was really surprised, honestly. I was like, I looked it up. I was like, I wonder where I could find one of these. And boom, $375, like delivered to
Wow.
your door. Like, I was like, well, am I going to get the return on it? Because I'm worried. I mean, you buy your eights at the dispensary for anywhere from $27 to $53. What is the return going to be? Now, it always is going to depend on the flower because all flowers are a little bit different. I don't have a vast amount of knowledge of what I am doing. I have done by trial and error and got a couple of buddies that did it on a bigger level than me.
Mhm.
Um, and if they would probably be watching me right now, they would probably be like, that's a very messy workstation. I can't believe you're wearing gloves, but not all of us have the ability to have a laboratory and have a bunch
Right.
of these things. So some of us have to cut corners. Some of us have to, do the things that we're able to do. And
Well,
so
I
what I
think, yeah, this is important because, we're talking about positivity and positive thinking, and the medicine helps with that. But let's face it, cannabis is expensive. You were talking about, the return on buying the machine. Perhaps it will help somebody if they realize, yes, it is cost effective and I can have more of the medicine that makes me feel happier and helps my symptoms.
and that's what I think that's what ultimately, as we were talking about, the thing that keeps us driven in this industry is that,
Right.
is being able to share these little things. I mean, I work at a smoke shop and I still get people come in there and give me little tips and little this that, and another, and I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, that's really cool to me like this. And it's a lot of, most of the time it's all the old schools that come in there, what I'm saying,
Right.
give me a little lesson and whatnot. But again, I mean, that's what we're trying to end up accomplishing, is trying to be able to manage our habit, being able to activate our endocannabinoid system, give it its cannabinoids that it is searching for, and be able to have a great day. So I'm a cold starter. I usually put my concentrate in and then I'll warm it up afterwards because a lot of times that ends up saving your banger, and it saves it where you save a lot of your medicine too. If you have a decent banger, usually the typical time is about 17 seconds. Right about that time, you'll see that stuff start to melt. you'll get a good carb cap that's going to make sure that it closes all the way up, and you'll see this fill up. With clean vapor, that you know what you just pressed, you know what that concentrate was. There's no secrets, there is no additives, there is no guessing on what I just smoked.
Right.
Just
Clean.
again,
Yeah.
good, clean, full spectrum flower pressed rosin.
Absolutely. So Zach, how can people get in touch with you?
Oh, we can, you know, I mean, I'm a, one of these days I'm gonna go to TikTok, but I always say I'm still an Instagrammer. I'm still playing on there. But if anybody ever has any like further questions than that, I mean, they can always email me at speedbagskunk@gmail.com. But again, I answer all my Instagram messages. I'll tell everybody I don't put up with any kind of hate or anything like that. So if I did something wrong or did something that wasn't by the book, I apologize. But if you message me about, you know, like hating on about like this, I'm probably not gonna read all of it. I'm gonna see it as mean, and I just don't do that stuff.
That's, you know, that's important. You know, we're talking about positivity today in this plant, and yeah, you know, you can keep that stuff out of your life, right?
100%.
You start reading it, and it's not in a positive light. You know, you just move on.
And some people, you know, I mean, even being in spotlights and everything like this, some people are like, well, no, you know, what is it? No,
Oh, no press is bad press, or
no
no.
press is bad press. I'm like, no. I ain't dealing with that. Matter of fact, if they could go on my block list on Instagram to see, I just don't deal with that kind of stuff. I just don't. It's like, I mean, yeah, you might lose, you know, this, that, and another, but again, it's just, you know, why some people go out of their way just to be hateful on things. And so again, like I just was more or less just saying that I answer everything and I read everything like this, and I'm a super overthinker, and I have a big heart, and everything hurts me. And as much as they don't think that it does, and everything like this, I'm like, look, that hurt me, man. But
Right.
you know,
Well,
there's a lot of people out there like that. There's a lot of overthinkers out there, and there's a lot of people that, you know, I mean, you would never ever have a thought like that. So I say that would just to be like, you know, of course I read everything and everything like this. You know, I mean, I don't respond though to a lot of things for sure.
Right. Well, and I think you probably learned that to protect yourself too, which you're absolutely entitled to. And you're out there helping people. I see what you're doing, and I'm so glad you joined me here on the Wendy Love Ed show. Thanks for being here.
And I definitely, like to say, you know, I'm wanting to continue to spread the love, continue to spread the knowledge, and, you know, with a plant like Mary Jane by my side, there's just no way that that's not possible. So, and with that being said, you get to do the exact same thing too. And this person, that person, because she ain't stingy and she loves us all.
Yes, she does. Thanks so much, Zach.